Hey gang, it's looking kind of dark. Give me 1 second. I'm like a little kid, but those are vitamins. We're gonna get started. We're gonna talk about some things. I don't know if you guys caught the news yet. We're gonna look at all of that. I need to let in TikTok, and we will go from there. I came on as soon as I could. What's good, Tawanda? Let me clear these glasses. I feel like I need to. I left the cloth downstairs. What's good, Tamala? Shit. Okay, hold on, guys. I'm here trying to clean the camera. Sorry, guys. Hi, everybody coming on in so that it could be a little brighter. I feel like I'm first. We got a lot to talk about, guys. We're going to get started in a second. How is everybody doing? I feel like I got glare. Hey, Divine Leadership. What's good, everybody? We got shit to talk about, gang. Did you see it? Did you see what's going on? What's good, Rose? Hey. Where's everybody at? Where are you watching from? Let's get into it. Let me turn this fucking fan on because all of a sudden I'm hot as hell. Sheesh. What the hell is going on, peoples? All right. Did everybody see that there are power outages happening? Spain, Portugal, parts of France. Now, last time I looked, they said they didn't really know why as of yet. I suspect they probably have some ideas. I wonder if the Schumann resonance is acting up. Yeah. Now that, for those of you that have been rocking with me for a minute, have I not been telling y'all to have certain things in case of a power outage, in case of some type of natural disaster that would cut us off from the grid? And those of you that have been with me for at least 2 years, and I've been saying, get a solar charger, get a crank up radio, get a road atlas. I've been saying that since before I got on TikTok. Okay? And I've been telling them that it was going to happen in regions. Now, is this EMFs? Is this EMFs or is this some type of attack? What's good, Amy? Today, we're talking about global events. There will be days where I cover people's personal questions, but we're having the global situations. And when that happens, we come on to talk about those things. Okay? Please do follow. There'll be another day for that. What's good, JLB? Right? So, is this regional? Is this something on a broader scale? Is the Schumann resonance, which those of you who may not be familiar with the Schumann resonance, is basically the frequency of the earth, and that is very much affected by the EMFs or the solar flares that comes off the sun. They have been higher than normal. And in addition to that, if you guys were with me last week, because we do this weekly, right? And I came on and I was telling you guys that we were going to be at the height of tensions astrologically, because Leo, Mars in Leo, and Pluto and Aquarius squaring off basically yesterday, today. Okay, they're at the height of their energies. They're also square. They're actually in direct opposition with a square to Uranus. Okay, Moon in Taurus. We had the new moon yesterday. Okay, so this is aggressive energy. I said to you guys that there was a very high likelihood that there would be some type of, that the energy that we were about to have was the same energy that we had the New Year's week. And to look out for maybe someone using a vehicle into a crowd the way it was done on New Year's, that happened in Vancouver. Okay? There's other things, but we're here to look at this power outage in the in my showcase this morning. Because of the situation, I added the solar charger, the Atlas map, and the crank up radio. All of those items were under $25, I believe. Do not wait, even if you don't get them through me, man. Don't wait and leave your family ass out. Real talk, okay? All right, let's get into it. Let's get a general energy for the collective. Thank you for all the love, guys. Let's get a general energy for the collective, and then we'll get into the actual tarot spread and what Spirit wants us to know about this situation. I may be doing the elements tomorrow, depending on what Spirit got to say. Okay, if you are just coming across my page, thank you, Anna, for the follow. I am not just a tarot reader. Okay, I'm not just a tarot reader. I'm a remote viewer and a medium, as well as a Reiki master. Okay, so tap in, guys. And I my team, what's good, Unicorn? My team is very much into global events. Okay, so we're gonna get started. Spirit, can you show me, please? Can you show me, please? What's good, Miss Lotus? Number 18, Kunta Yahak, blessings from the son of Hanan Pacha. Let's see what that is about. Number 18, Condor swiftly brings the will of the spirit to earth through the gift of powerful medicine. Despite great odds, even in the face of what may appear to be an inevitable defeat, extraordinary triumph is at hand. This is the prophecy of resurrection, of the rising of what was thought to be lost. It shall happen with unexpected and surprise swiftness. Your divine destiny is now held in the guiding hand of the great spiritual master. I have been saying for quite some time that you can feel both a shift in social structures and spiritual structures, and that these two things are coinciding, or they're conflicting is a better term. And we are getting to the height of what Aquarius, Pluto in Aquarius represents, right? Once North Node, for those of you that are into astrology, okay, the North Node, everybody overlooks the North Node. The North Node is where it presently is, apart from where it is in your chart. I'm talking about where it presently is. Right now it's in Pisces, okay? So hidden things coming to light, right? When that moves into Aquarius, which will be in about a year, we will be fully locked into the age of Aquarius. So that means that between now and then, everything has to crumble. The old has to go. Okay, and if you can see what's happening politically, you will see that actually aligns with this, that the old systems and the old structures are actually suppressing the younger generations and what they might necessarily want. And I'm not going to get off into a political tangent, but here we discuss the whole picture of it, because you, as above, so below. Okay, so the prayer for this card is, through unconditional love and in service to the universal heart, I invoke the prophecy of the eagle and the condor, that the opposites shall fly together in harmony once more, and divine presence shall fill the earth and bless all of her children. The destiny of this world is to be love's paradise. And what did I say? That the old and the new was at odds, right? And they're supposed to be coinciding. For that to happen, the old system must break. This is why you see so much shit happening globally. Okay, so Spirit's telling us that, you know, we will come through this time, but it will be challenging. And this is some of the height of that energy. Okay, this is some of the height of that energy. All right, so we're going to look and see what the answers of what the ancestors would say to us as advice. And then I'm going to get into the tarot. What's good, Pata? Then I'm going to get into the tarot. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is it the collective needs to know right now in a light of this situation? Everything that has transpired. Yes. Okay. Because this is also tapping into the departure of the Pope. Speeding up. What's good, Jennifer LaRoe? Let's go. Spirit, can you show me, please? What is the advice that Spirit gives to the collective in regards to these blackouts and preparation and anything that they might need to know right now as we are in the middle of this Pluto-Mars face-off? Jumbie, total disruption. 13. And then we're going to get into the tarot. Tears will be shed. Are you ready to accept change? Because ready or not, here it comes. You are living the Zen proverb, let go or be dragged. What are you struggling to hold on to? Ding dong, that old situation is dead. Shift happens. There is radical change happening within you and around you. Allow yourself to cleanse the energy of the past and forge ahead. A new beginning starts now. Ancestral memories, Jumbies, are otherworldly shadow spirits and monsters in the Caribbean. In Caribbean carnivals, the Moku Jumbi towers high on stilts as a god who sees right and wrong doers. People fear the Jumbi as a messenger of death. However, the Jumbi is most potent as a messenger of life. Jumbi reminds us to embrace the changes of life. Jumbi is as much about beginnings as endings. Ancestral medicine Fear of change and fear of death are two huge fears of those who walked before. Your ancestors are calling on you to release fear and rise as yourself with all the lessons from the past in your hearts. Okay? Shadow aspect. Stop living in the past because it did come out crossed. Okay? Hanging on to what once was. You are the reason your life is stale. Let go. The correspondence card for this is the death card. The declaration is, I am completely open to the sacred magic of change. So what Spirit is saying is that the resistance that we are having, the aggression, this is all has to do with us shedding into the new, right? And we have those that do not want to allow us, what's good Project Execute, to go into that new realm, because it means that parts of systems, patriarchies, right, cannot have the level of control, or oligarchies, right? You follow? All right, so let's get into it. Let's get some tarot. Let's find out, because while they're trying to suck every last piece of gold and metal out of the earth, right? We have planetary disturbances, EMFs, earthquakes, volcanoes, and all types of things when the earth is telling us that she's tired, okay? How does this tie into the Pope? We have whatever you may feel about Christianity is not the point. It is symbolic. Okay? Symbolic. Use symbology for a second, please. On Christmas, or Christmas Eve, the Pope went and opened a tomb, which they called Satan, or the serpent. The serpent, don't argue with me, argue with your mama, is Lilith. The serpent is a divine feminine energy that has been caged, stifled, pushed down. There are differences of opinion in the name. Sophia, Lilith, the Black Madonna, Mamiwata. The list could go on. The stories converge. In truth, what was released, because there are prophecies that end times would be here, and there are some that are trying to cause the end times to be here. We're going to put that over here, okay? So they're trying to fulfill prophecy in an ass backward way. If you're following what I'm saying, okay? They're trying to fulfill it so they can cause something. You got companies and people in power whose greed, 7 deadly sins, is collapsing everything for humanity's sake. We're paying for water, for God's sake. Of course, we're going to hit a breaking point. It was only a matter of time. And Pluto in Aquarius promises that we will devise new ways that would be more helpful to the collective, because Aquarius rules the internet, it rules humanity, right? Now, it does have an air of disciplinarian, authoritarianism, okay? But that system was built on a system that has gone around the globe, sucking up. Okay? And we'll just say it's capitalism. Okay? And that is built on free labor. It always has, and it always will be, and it has gone around places. So even when you don't see it in your face, somebody else is having to work for free labor. If you're following, I have to talk in code, guys. All right, so what is happening is that system is no longer conducive. Look at what's happening in the continent of Africa, okay? They talking about they want all the embassies closed. What was it today? Okay. Look at the power outages. Okay. So what was released from that tomb? Some say Mary Magdalene. I say the Black Madonna. It was stolen all from her. And so change through chaos. Uranus moves on in about a year completely because it has one more retrograde, right? But moves on in a year from Taurus, meaning that once that happens, the change will be forever complete. I will, okay? Will be forever complete, okay? So that means that any change that has to happen between now and Uranus moving, and then also the North Node moving into Aquarius, when I said that it'll be completely anchored in, all that shit has to happen from now till next summer. So we're on a rapid path, okay? Also, in regards to the Black Madonna, for those of you who were not following me prior to, about 2 years ago, if you look up the Georgia Stones blowing up, I did a live talking about that and how she was the one who was coming through. She was returning, and that was a symbolism of that. Okay? You see? BB says cyber, okay? And I put it, for those of you in TikTok who can't tell, okay, on YouTube, I'm going to show you on the phone. This is what it says. Okay, look. Global blackouts. Spain, Portugal, parts of France. Lose power. EMFs or attacks. I did a video prior to this one. You guys can look at it. And I'm talking about the fact that it could be a attack. Now, I feel like they might say, oh, it's a ransom thing. But there's somebody that I particularly call Big Red. They need to look at what they've been up to. And they need to look at what Starman or the car dealer has been up to with his satellites. If you follow. If you follow. If you follow. Oh, she's saying it doesn't seem to be. I know, because this shit is crazy right now, right? Look what comes out, the Emperor. Okay, now, in addition to that, let's say it was EMFs. Let's say that the solar flares tore up, which is strange as hell, but tore up 3 countries, separate countries' grids. You know that our grid is one of the most decrepit grids, right? And that they haven't wanted to put no money in that shit. You know that the person that's in large and in charge right now will be like, we're not spending money on that. right? Listen, you better have your stuff. You better have your stuff. All right, we're going to see what's out here. You got the Emperor out here. You got the 9 of Sticks. You got the 6 of Sticks crossed. You got the Ace of Swords crossed. Somebody's gonna fucking lie. They don't want to tell the truth because Ace of Swords is crossed because they would rather give a different story that is more palatable because they don't want to freak people the fuck out. And you got the 4 of Swords, and then you got the 8 of Cups coming out crossed. All right, we're going to clarify each of this. At the bottom of the deck, we have the 5 of Wands. It's looking like conflict is brewing. Back, forth and forth. There's communications. Who knows? It might be on Signal. You know, Whiskey Leaks be doing the most. Portugal Electricity says rare atmospheric phenomenon. I read right this time. Okay, so even if that is the case, 3 nations, and if that is the case, that was possible, then that means that everybody needs to get their shit. Hello, ATMs don't work without electricity, gang. You go on your lunch break today, take out some fucking cash, gang. Spirit. And they said that the old one was the Lulu. Look at this one, 7 of Cups. Nobody's fucking home. Nobody's home. I feel like they went and they mentioned this, and his response was, get out of the way of the TV. My poll numbers are terrible. They're talking bad about me. He's not concerned with what would happen if that were to happen, whether by ransom incident, whether by attack incident, whether by some type of EMF. Okay, so he's got his head the wrong fucking thing. They need a medical eval. Spirit. 9 of Sticks, rambling. He's rambling. 9 of Sticks. You have the Temperance card, standing on business with the 4 of Swords. Okay. People who stay ready don't have to get ready. You see that? She got her Bible and her Istel. Okay. Just in case I don't make it home tonight. Right? And the 4 of Swords. Those who are not prepared. Okay, I'm gonna look down. Right? I feel like they not faring so hot. Okay. Spirit said it's very this is a prelude because it ain't even hot. It's getting hot in here, right? So imagine if it was summer and this shit happened. So Spirit is saying this is a peeking in the window. Okay, 6 of Sticks, Spirit. Why? With the Queen of Wands. Okay, so the 6 of Sticks, which is the 6 of Wands, comes out cross to the Queen of Wands. Okay, bottom of the deck is 4 of Pentacles. For those of you that don't know, 600 freight came or cargo or whatever you want to call them from overseas, and they were empty. Okay, that was done to send a message. Bravo, because I get it, because, you know, we did start some shit that was unnecessary, right? So they sent them shits over empty. But if you look at what would have been in those things, it would have been hospital supplies, gauze, maybe meat, paper supplies, over-the-counter meds, all that shit, right? They're warning that within 10 days, we're going to see a lot of shortages. Now, here's the fucked up thing is that they're not really telling us that because they don't want to run on the store. So I'm going to tell y'all, get your asses out in the store. And then this on top of that, where we don't even know, we thought we had 10 days because I was like, all right, I got to get out here Monday, Tuesday, right? And then I wake up and there's no power. So Spirit's saying, stop fucking around. Okay? To my brujitas. Okay? Or to my spiritists. Get your candles. Get your little supplies. Little olive oil. That's universal, baby. Make sure you got a little basil, a little, rosemary. You don't got to go crazy. You feel me? Now, yeah, we'll talk about that later. Spirit, Ace of Knives, cross. Spirit, can you show me? Okay, so now they're not saying everything. Knight of Swords coming is aggression. This is aggression and something that's not true. Okay, so this could be attacking on something that's not true, or this could be this could also be some type of situation that they're trying to use against the dude Abrim in Africa, because they want to go back into time. And I told you initially that this is about the past and the future, and they at odds, and they got to let go. They got to let go. They got to let go. We're going to step into the new. It doesn't matter. We're going to step in the new. The question is, how many will we have lost to do it? How many will we have lost to do it? Hey, Angelica. Okay, so let's look at this Four of Swords, Spirit. Can you show me, please? What is this? With the Knight of Wands, the YNs and the YNs. Two different decks, two different cards. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords. Look. Thank you. Okay, so do you see that? Now, I said to you guys a few days ago that I saw legions. I can't remember the word I used. Was it like papacandelos? But they were like dressed like slaves. They had red pants on and they had machetes, okay? Four of Pentacles. Two of Swords. You ain't ready for that, right? Five of Cups. So something was not ready. No notice. I think that has to do with the embassies. And the lovers. Choices. Changes I've been going through, 'cause I want to be with you. And I feel like they're trying to hold some kind of come together right now. This feels overseas. Like they're like, what the fuck are we doing? This is a lot going on. These people are all in cahoots. Where's this coming from? Who shut off the lights? Shut off the lights. Spirit, why is this 8 of Baskets cross, Spirit? Why is that here? Hit the sun. That could be the EMFs right there. This also could be some type of loss of astrophysicist says new moon. And it would be, of course, a Taurus new moon night. And I said, for those of you that was with me since last year, and I said that this would all start with the Alpha and the Omega, right? The Divine Feminine, the Black Madonna, the Empress, right? It would start and end with her. We're back in Taurus season. Taurus and Libra, right? The two Empress seasons, right? Now this, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. India, Pakistan. Conflicts. Thank you, Spirit. Right? We had an explosion in Iran at a port. We have outsized power with certain people who have weaponry that could be very dangerous. What is Spirit saying? She may have shut off some abilities, frying systems, new perspective, Chariot, 8 of Cups. There's a new sheriff in town, a new perspective. She is definitely on the move. I will show each camera. Okay, if you see the two sphinx of two different ethnicities or colors, right? We have the judgment card at the bottom of the deck. Why is that here, Spirit? Why is that here? Wow. So somebody could be working with Starman. Hey, Sherry. From Virginia, huh? Virginia, Minnesota. Got it. Grand Rising, Jessa. Right? So you have here some kind of collaboration. This Them Bones is the judgment card in this deck. 2 of Wands. A decision is going to have to be made. Thank you for the gift, my love. Look, what did I just say? I said something about not being able to use certain powers, and someone writes in the chat, Spain safety official says nukes powers is safe, okay, on emergency generators. Do you see? As soon as I'm saying it, it's coming out. For those of you that are new, because I got a lot of new followers, thank you so much, Phyllis. For those of you new followers on TikTok, because a lot of people have joined me in the last week or so. I predicted the Stinky One's situation just hours before he got the ear thing. There's people in both chats that can attest to this. Okay, I'm quite accurate. Okay, so there's something here about people working together and that something's going to come out. And a decision needs to be made because there's an opportunity that could be that has to be done now. Okay, also this could be something about the coffers, or the money or something like that, or paper money, or the lack of it being financially backed in some way. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Look, and then the Ace of Pentacles, a big ass pentacle. Okay, this could have something to do with some type of crypto situation. Okay, Ace of Wands, it's up and it's stuck, and it has something to do with greed, right? And the 9 of Swords, and how they don't want to say everything, because that will cause a dilemma. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune here. We're going to take a look at that, Spirit. Why is the Wheel of Fortune here? And this too shall pass. And this too shall pass. Spirit said, don't be scared, be ready. Don't be scared, be ready. Justice for all, right? Look, railways, petrol stations down, grocery stores closed. Guys, I promise you, sometimes my spirits, it takes a long time because they be mad ahead. Okay, this already happened in Spain, Portugal, and France today. This is happening right now. Okay, but I've been talking about this for 2 years. So sometimes my spirits are very, very ahead. If you even get a personal with me, you'll quickly see that things that I tell you will come true a year, 2 years later, or the next fucking day. Okay? If I promise you, I will never come out here fear mongering people. Okay? Make sure you have copies of paperwork in your vehicle. Make sure you have, I put it in my showcase this morning, although I've been telling my clients, my followers about this for over 2 years. Okay? Please, please, please. Solar charger, a crank up radio, and a paper world atlas. Okay? Very fucking important. Imagine you're on the road and this shit happens and the roads are clogged and you have to find an alternate route, but you have no fucking GPS. Do you understand? Please, please, please. I have been telling my people about go bags for over 2 years. Okay? This has to happen for justice to be rebuilt. Queen of Cups, the Mother, the Divine Mother, the Black Madonna, Sophia, Mary Magdalene, Ace of Cups, the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the ending. We must return. Mami Wata, Nine of Cups. She will bring balance. She will bring balance. She will bring balance. Even if she has to melt the ice wall. Do you see it? Even if she has to do that. Because it's not over, right? Fool. It will start again. It will start again. Do not forget. Do not be distracted. The orbs, the orbs, the orbs. Prince Oz. I was just about to accept it, but it could have been just like one of those things where you have to, they want to battle and shit, and if they don't have anything to say, value in what we're discussing, right? I don't mind having people come up if they got something worthy of saying. Okay, restoring power across Portugal could take up to a week. I feel like this could cascade. So this is why I rushed. I have to run out to the store and get a couple extra things too. But I came on because I feel that I have an obligation with my little platform to help as many people as I possibly can to be prepared for this situation. A lot of the conversations and a lot of the... You all right, Riddy? A lot of the prescriptions and the things that I tell my followers happens in Patreon. Okay? But I am out here making sure that, listen, there's only but so much I could do. But I'm going to do what I can. Please, people, please get ready. If you have Tamila, one of my followers, right, and friends, she actually hit me up yesterday and was like, put in ChatGPT the medications that come from China overseas, because those will be because of the tariffs, those will be the things that might be low in the store within 10 days. If you need those things, go and get them now. Please have cash, right, in your home. Okay? If you live in a climate like Florida, most of us do not have gas stoves. Go get an extra grill tank so that you could cook outside if necessary. I just want you guys to stay prepared. Okay, this will bring justice, but it also brings the revelation of where we've gone wrong, what we're doing wrong, why we haven't broken the mold, why we can't stop this, right? Step aside. It's time for people to let go. The old guard It has to go. It has to go. Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups. I told you the Fool. What was under that? The Knight of Cups. So that the youth can build the tomorrow. Gen X. I know we don't want to. It's time in our individual circles to take the reins from the boomers. We can always respect their wisdom, but we have to protect our children from the outsized control that the boomers are bringing down on our children in harmful ways that need to be prevented. This has to come to a stop. Do you honestly think that if this is a sign, I just want to say one more thing before did you notice that the 3 countries that are involved in this also participated in a particular type of trade? Give that some thought. These are the most developed places, are they not? How much money will they lose in a week? How much money did they build on other people's free labor? So, with what's happening here and the conversation that we've just had about the Black Madonna, Mary Magdalene, the Sophia, Lilith, or that frequency returning, and the fuck ass shit that's happening here where 2-year-olds are being Americans are being shipped off and without due process and crimes against humanity and cruelty for the sake of cruelty. You think we were one, if not the last nation to give up that trade? And we have people here reminiscing about that shit. That's why we're in the present situation. You think? What's good, April? You think that we're gonna go unscathed? Maybe, and I know, maybe Middle America don't want to hear this, but did you ever stop to think that we're being like saved for last because we're like the most hard-headed motherfuckers out here? And we keep giving chances. You're lost and you look and you will find me time after time. If you fall, I will catch you. I'll be waiting. But we don't fucking learn. And we have, the straight up beast. Okay? And everybody knows it's the beast. Everybody knows it's the beast. You don't think so? Soon as the Pope died, what did everybody say? Oh, so-and-so went to go talk to him. Yeah, that's the Igor or the henchman of the beast. And said something. And it's not about the person of the Pope or whether you believe in that. It is about the symbolism of the beginning of the fall for the return of the divine feminine and the Black Madonna. Okay? And now it is time that we be prepared for that, because there are many different prayers or stories, right? But one of them that comes to mind right now is that the true believers would stay with their oil ready. Okay? Yeah, remember King Herod wanted to take out the baby Usher. And that's kind of what I'm alluding to right now. That thing about the oil, right? Having your oil in your lamps ready or marking your door. It is about the preparation. Anything that you were putting off is now time to no longer put that off. Okay? Please, I'm going to run now and get the shit that I got to get. I probably will be back on tomorrow. And if there's anything else that really, really comes up, I will come back on today. But I do have to shore some things up for myself. Okay. I came on for y'all before I finished taking care of me. Okay. So I'm going to go do that now. If this is your first time, please follow me. I have put a new little membership here. If you just want to get me a coffee, that would be marvelous. Okay. And I'm going to be fixing some tiers. Okay. So that, we're going to make our community bigger. Okay. The only thing is that if those who desire mentorship have to be approved. Okay. All right, guys. Wishing you all light and love and blessings on blessings. Bye, guys. Okay. Bye, my loves. Where's the end? Oh, there it is.